Hello, Debbie here. Welcome to another video. Today is my weekly WiP Chat where I'm going to be working on a diamond painting and just chit-chatting with you guys about diamond painting and then also just about some things going on around here. So grab something that you want to work on. I'm going to move things around just a little bit and let's get started. Okay, I think I have everything ready here. I am using a credenza. It's called a credenza for my diamond painting storage, and it has each individual tray. This is absolutely one of my favorite storage containers, and I want to get this painting done so that I can use this one in case I need to kit something else up. I am still working on Cozy Morning Coffee. I am not sure if I'm ever gonna get this one finished. I'm enjoying it. I just haven't gone back to work on it since the last time that I worked on it with you guys. This is by Lynn. It is from Lynn's Premium Diamond Painting Company. And I am still at the top working on the hair. So I am working on this to where it is backwards, facing away from me. The pen that I am using is from Leopard Leatherworks. I just did not bother to change it out. It's really cute. It's extremely thick and chunky, which I don't normally do, but I really like this one. And it has cats on the inside. It says just smile. And it does have a multi-placer. This one's a small multi-placer for me. I think it's only a 5 or possibly a 6. Normally I go for 7s or 8s, but it's fine. And then for my putty, I am using Bunny Burps from Creations Maureen, and I am using wax that I've had in here for a while. I may need to change that out, but that is from Pure Bliss Wax Company. And let's go ahead and get started. I hope that everybody is doing well, that you've had a really good start to your week. It is actually very early on Monday morning for me. I want to go ahead and get this done before something else happens and I can't get it uploaded. I'd like to have it uploaded first thing on Tuesday morning. That is the plan anyway. We will see if that happens. If it is posted on Tuesday morning, then you'll know that everything went according to plan. But lately, any kind of plans that I make, it seems to just fall through or it is delayed for some reason or other. This past week, in relation to my personal life, was pretty busy. I'm hoping that it will slow down, but I'm not really positive of that. Not real hopeful yet, but it'll eventually slow down. But on Tuesday of this past week, I had a professional development day at work. Actually on Monday, and back up just a little bit, on Monday our final grades were required to be posted. And for those of you that might be new, I am a college instructor and I teach primarily accounting classes, and I had to get all my grades in for the spring semester, which I had mine in over the weekend, last weekend, and mine were ready to go on Monday morning, so I didn't have to worry about it. I did go in just to make sure I didn't have any students who were questioning their grades before the final grades went in, because if that's the case, then you have to fill out a form and you have to get it approved by 3 different people, and then it has to go to the registrar, and it just is, it's not really a hassle, but it's just extra work and it takes time, and I don't want the registrar to have to do extra work on my part. So as long as the grades have not been posted over to the registrar, which she automatically does that, then I can go in and still make changes. I didn't have any issues and still don't, so I feel that as a win-win. Most of the time my students are really good about, if they question a grade, they let me know in advance. And usually there's not anything to question, but there's always, a student or two that thinks they did better than what they actually did. But that was done, and so I can now breathe a little bit before my summer classes start. My next classes for summer will begin the day after Memorial Day, which seems crazy to me because that's coming up really fast and I am so not ready. But on Tuesday I had my professional development. It lasted all day and we did have lunch there, and by the time I got home it was almost time for me to start cooking dinner. So I got all of that done. So my Tuesday was pretty much gone. And then the very next day, on Wednesday, we had graduation. We actually had 3 graduation ceremonies this year, or this semester. We have one at the end of the fall and one at the end of the spring. And so we had to march in, do all of that. And the funny thing with that is after I did walk and on my graduation for my undergraduate degree, but I did not walk for my other degrees, and I guess I should have, but I didn't do it. And so I said, no, I'm not interested. And then now it's like, okay, well, I've clearly made up for that because we have to wear regalia that is represents our highest degree. So now I have to do it every year, usually twice a year. So I'm like, well, even though I did not walk, I really made up for it in all these years that I've been teaching. And so that was late afternoon up until early evening. So the time I got home on Wednesday, I had to start cooking dinner, and then I had other things to do grading wise for another school that I work part-time for. So I got all of that done. And then on Thursday, I had a project that was due by Friday. I just made some finalizing comments on my project that I needed to look at and got that done. And then that took pretty much all day on Thursday. And then on Friday, I just basically answered some emails. I did start working slowly on my summer classes, and I feel pretty good about one of my classes that I've got almost everything done. I just have to go in and update all the dates and the syllabus and all that fun stuff, which does take a long time. But got all that done. And then on Friday, Madison, she gets off work every other Friday. And so this past Friday, she had to work, and the baby had to get her 6-month shots. She went in for her 6-month checkup the week prior to that, but she was running a slight fever, and she was congested, so they didn't want to do the shots, and so they had to come back, which was fine. But Kyle had planned on taking off work, and then he wasn't able to, and so they asked me if I would mind taking her to the doctor, and I hadn't done that in many years. And so I told him that I didn't mind, and I'm on the emergency contact list anyway, so it's not a problem for me to take her. So I took her, and the appointment was early evening, and went and got her from actually late afternoon, I guess. Went and got her from daycare, and as soon as she saw me, she had a huge grin on her face. I didn't think that babies as young as Claire remembers people, but she sure does. Or maybe she just was excited that she was going home. But she saw me and had this huge grin, and she just turned 6 months, so she's starting to do a lot of things. So I took her to the doctor's office, and then Paige went with me to help me in case I needed something, which that was sweet of Paige to offer. So she went with me, and off we went to take her to the doctor. And she was such a trooper. She had to get 2 shots. They gave her, you know, 1 on each hip. I thought she would have more, but it was just 2. They had 1 nurse on that was on each side. I was holding her arms and just comforting her. Then they did the shots, and she had a delayed reaction. They did the shots. They were done, put the Band-Aid on. They were about to walk off, and then she just let out a little whimper of a cry. And so I had then gotten her pants on her. I picked her up, started, you know, comforting her and loving on her. And she was fine. Didn't even have tears. So I was real proud of her for being such a trooper. I'm going to change colors again. So that was Friday. And then by the time that I had gotten her home and then to her house, and I gave her a bottle, started giving her a bottle, then Kyle got home. My husband and I decided and Paige decided to pick up dinner. And so Madison had called me, asked me if I would mind if watching Claire for about an hour so they could go and grab some sushi. And it was close by. I told her I didn't mind. And so they brought Claire over to our house and we played with her. And she clearly did not feel good from her shots. When she has her immunizations, she always runs a high fever. And the doctor knows this. It happens every time. It's not, it's high to me, but it was like 101. To me, that's high for a baby. But the doctor was not concerned. They told Madison to give her ibuprofen and Tylenol and how much and when to space it out, all that good stuff. And so she had just taken her Tylenol, so she was kind of in a daze a little bit. She fell asleep in the car when they brought her over, but then she woke up as soon as she got here and wanted to just sit up and look around, and she was talking, jabbering to us. And so we were both holding her, my husband and I, and so I could clearly tell she didn't feel good. She was talking a little bit. She was doing her little jabbering, and we both act like we know exactly what she's saying. Of course, we have no clue. And just played with her and loved on her. And then they came and got her. And we were able to sit outside on the deck a little bit. I diamond painted and we talked. Had a good time, husband and I. And so that pretty much was Saturday. I did get some things done around the house. And also on Saturday, we had our meet up with my diamond painting group that is in Georgia. And if anybody is in the area, I'll be glad to give you information on it. Would love to have you there. I worked on a diamond painting that I am doing for the 26th and 26th. I almost finished a row that I was working on, so that was a good thing. And so I worked on that, and then we just talked. I had a really nice time. Then we went to lunch, went to Chinese, and we spent more time than what we normally do at lunch. We were just all talking and enjoying each other's company. And then we found out when our next one is going to be. It's going to be after I get back from Vegas, so that will be good that I'll be able to go. I just really look forward to my meeting up with my Georgia girls. That's what I call them, our Georgia girls. And just getting to diamond paint and talk about diamond painting, and people actually understand what you're talking about, and they don't get aggravated, or they get it. A lot of people that I talk to and ask me about diamond painting, they don't get it. And so it's kind of hard to explain diamond painting and my obsession with diamond painting. They just don't understand. But the diamond painting girls obviously get it. So we had a nice lunch. It was a place we had never been before. And then came home, and that's when Madison had called and asked me to babysit Claire for a little bit. So that was kind of my Saturday. And then on Sunday, I spent half the day on Sunday. I'm so proud of myself. This is taking me now into diamond painting. So on Saturday, and I've been meaning to do this for a very long time, and I just haven't done it. But on Saturday, I decided it is time. I need to organize all of my special drills, the ones that I primarily, 99% of them, I had purchased from DP with Sparklers, or Tmall, as a lot of people call her. And I just had them in a box and really hadn't been using them because it's just a lot of trouble trying to shift through that box, trying to figure out what exactly I have. And so I decided that today is the day. I'm not going to diamond paint until I get this done. And little did I realize that it was going to take me all afternoon just to work on the squares. But I did get them finished, or I thought that I did. And then this morning I was looking in a drawer in my craft room, and lo and behold, I found a handful of the sparkler for squares. And so I need to put those in my container and label them. So that shouldn't take more than, I would say, 30 minutes. So those are done, but I have not done the ABs for squares, and I do have a lot of those. Some I can combine from Diamond Art Club, from my and actually from other companies as well. So I need to see if they all look the same, and I'm not doing that. I'll probably work on that next weekend. I'm not going to work on that during the week. And so that's a good start to my organization for the summer. I'm determined by the end of this year I'm going to be very organized. I'm still working on my gems flow, where I am putting all of my diamond paintings in. I actually have all of my Diamond Art Clubs in my gems flow, and that's the only ones that I actually have in there. But I have them all separated in the way that I want to store them on my shelves in my garage. So now I will try to spend an hour a day, if at any way possible, and get my gems flow up to date. I've always been really bad over the years not including it, and I just stopped. And so I just deleted everything in my gems flow and restarted, put everything in there. So and it didn't take me that long. That I thought it would take me a lot longer than it did for Diamond Art Club, but honestly, it didn't take me that long. So I got that done, and I was really happy about that. The pictures are in there. Everything that I need is in there for Diamond Art Club. And so now I'm going to start working on probably Dreamer designs, because I have a lot of those as well. Get that done, and then go from there, decide what I'm going to do next. But I am finally kitted up for my 26 and 26, where I'm going to be working on 26 diamond paintings for the rest of the year. Hopefully I will get some of those completed. We'll see. And if I don't, I'm okay with it, because I just wanted to be able to start working on some of these. And I will set my wheel up and do a wheel spinner once I get all of my WIPs actually have drills on them. So I'm going to do one small section on each one. I've done 14 now. So now I need to finish up and do the rest. Hopefully I can get several done this week, and I will be able to start with my wheel spinner. I am collaborating on a YouTube live with Diamonds and Dragonflies. That is Heather. And then also with Diamonds and Doodads, and that is April. I'm really excited about that. We're going to have a live on May the 31st. And then after that, I will have a video that's going to show all of my 26 and 26. Hopefully they'll all have drills on them. And if they don't, that is okay. I'm just going to go ahead and I'll continue working on it, obviously. But that is going to be my big project for the rest of the year. And will I do 27 and 27? I don't know yet. We'll just have to wait and see how this goes. I'm sure I'll still have over half of these, if not more, that will take me into 27. And so I will probably just add more to those. I'm not going to add 27 new diamond paintings and have whatever's left here for 26 and 27 together. That would take me over the edge. I'm not doing that. I know that for a fact. I'm not doing that. I'm not that crazy. I mean, I'm kind of crazy when it comes to doing multiple diamond paintings. I love it. So, but I don't have that much storage. I'm not gonna buy storage for that. And I had just enough storage with just a little bit of storage left over after I got all of my 26 diamond paintings done. So I was excited because I just knew I was going to run out. But I have just a few left on. So I am now on the next phase of my 26 for 26 prep, and that is the putting on the drills. So that will be done. I have one canvas I am so close to finishing, and I am going to have a post review on that one, hopefully on Thursday. I should be able to get that one finished by Wednesday without any problems, because I have one very small section. I am excited to show that one to you guys because I did bling it up on my own. Normally I just use the enhancement packs from DP with sparklers, but this time I blinged it up on my own, and so I was kind of proud of myself because it looks really good. Even my husband said something about it and he really likes it. So after I do my post review on it, I am going to take that one to Hobby Lobby. I'm going to have it dry mounted and put that one on my wall in my craft room. And then I am not sure which one. That was my evening diamond painting that I've been working on. I'm not sure which one I'm going to take upstairs next. I might do the mystery diamond painting from Jaded Gem Shop, and that one's fall of 24. I have 4 sections left on that one, so I may take that one up there so I can get that one out of the way. That's also not included as part of my 26. I can't take something that's really large because if we're not able to sit outside, then I am pretty much on a lap tray, and so that kind of makes it a little more difficult to do anything large. Now, if we're sitting outside, I can, but I like to just leave it up there, work on that one every night, and then once that one's done, find something else. So I think the next one will be the mystery, and then from there I just have to look and see which one's my next smallest. So I am making progress. It may not look like it, especially on this diamond painting, but I'm making progress. I had a video that went out on Saturday, and that one was on a new to me Beach City Boutique small shop. I am loving the rendering. So if you are on the fence on that one, or if you have heard about them and you just weren't sure, check out that video because the section that I have done, it's gorgeous. It is heavy on the confetti, but it is beautiful. So I am not sad about the confetti because it is going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous diamond painting. And that one is part of my 26. So you'll be seeing that for a while. I'm not sure about next week's videos, what I'm going to be doing. I'll just have to wait and see. I'm doing 1 week at a time right now. But I am going to be showing you the 26 and 26, as I mentioned. It's just going to wait until after we do our live. I will be participating in the Winter King storybook. I wasn't going to on the event and then decided that, yeah, I am. So that is with Capture by Radiance. They have several that are hosting that event. And I am going to be working on Simon. If you are familiar with Winter King storybook, that starts on June the 1st.
So that one I probably will have as my evening diamond painting starting in June. When I do go out of town, we're going out of town twice. I am twice. Family's going out of town once. And I will take that one with me then, but I'm not taking it with me when I go to Vegas for work. I just don't want to fool with it in my suitcase. I'd have to check it in, and I really don't want anything to happen to it. If something were to happen to my suitcase, heaven forbid, but if something were to happen to my luggage, I do not want my diamond painting to be in there. And also, I'm not going to have time to work on a large one. I need the space in my suitcase, so I'll just have to take some minis. And I'm fine with that too. I have some traveling minis that I take with me, or a very small diamond painting. We'll see. But I'm looking at taking the little minis. And since I won't have much time, there's not any point in taking something that I do not have much time to really focus on. I want to thank a very, very sweet member of our group here, and I don't know if she wanted me to use her name or not, so I better not until I ask. But one of the members had a Josephine Wall diamond painting that she had been working on and decided that she didn't want to finish it. She already had everything kitted up. She started on it just a little bit, not even much, and contacted me because she knows how much I love Josephine Wall, asked me if I'd be interested. I told her I would love to do it, and I would even send it back to her whenever I finished it, but I can't guarantee when I'm going to be able to start on it. She was okay with that, and even sent me her containers and everything, and it's very well organized. And the release paper that she had gotten from Crafts with Crashly that matches the diamond painting. So I am so appreciative and so thankful, and I am going to work on that one once I get into a good routine with my 26. I'm going to add that one as just something that I'm going to do on the back burner, where I can do a square here and there. And definitely that's going to be one of my top ones for next year that I'm going to do. But I am just so thankful that she sent that to me, and I don't have that one, so that is definitely a plus. I'm going to show that on my channel soon, and so I will ask this sweet person if it's okay if I use her name, because I would like to give her credit for sending it to me, just because I am so appreciative. She even paid for shipping and everything, so I really do appreciate it. And she knows who she is, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot wait to get started on it. And it is from the Woman with the Diamond Art, which you all know how much I really love them. And it's a big one, but so are most Josephine Walls, and heavy on the confetti. And again, that's Josephine Wall, but I am definitely excited to get started on it. That's really all that I have for you today, guys. I hope that you were able to get something done if you wanted to. And if you don't mind, before you leave, if you would check to see if you are still subscribed. I don't know what has happened with YouTube. YouTube is not getting my videos out there like it once did. And then also, I keep losing subscribers quite a bit at a daily rate. And it's because if subscribers have not watched or commented in a long time, then apparently YouTube is removing, just pop there. YouTube is removing the subscription. And so if you would like to remain subscribed on my channel, or if you have, or if you thought you were and you're not, if you'll just check and then resubscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. I would really appreciate it. I thought I was getting closer to 4,000, and I was, until YouTube started dumping all of these subscribers. And so now I'm going to be a while trying to get back up there. And I get it. My channel is small. I have not been as consistent as I once was. And I understand that. But with the baby and work, I'm trying to help Madison as much as I can. And of course, Kyle too. But it's just been crazy. And so, especially when the baby was little and I stayed over there a lot. I mean, she's still little. She's only 6 months. But when she was an infant, I was over there a lot trying to help Madison navigate, being a new mom. And so that's kind of messed up my scheduling. And I am trying to get back to where I was. I'm trying. We'll see if that happens or not. But I do appreciate each and every one of you, because I wouldn't be doing a channel if nobody was watching. So I'm definitely watching that. If there comes a time where I have just limited amount, then I may decide maybe it's time to hang up my YouTube hat. But for now, I am definitely here because I love it so much. I love doing the videos. I love getting to know all of you guys. And had it not been for my channel, and really just the diamond painting community in general, I wouldn't have met a lot of people that I feel like I am really good friends with now. I've got quite a bit done on this section, thank goodness. But I hope that you have a great rest of your week and a wonderful weekend. And until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.